Hello and welcome to a Game Pit Stop for the Rune of Thandar, a cooperative campaign for Hero Realms, designed by Ben Cichoski, Daniel Mandel, Darwin Castle and Robert Dougherty, and published by White Wizard Games. The Rune of Thandar, in each of the chapters, the players are going to be facing off against a master who is AI controlled by its own deck. The master is going to take actions between all of the players' turns, attempting to stop them from defeating the master. Now, there are different types of cards in the master deck, and they draw a number according to whatever their setup is. In this case, we're fighting the enthralled regulars. One of the types of cards they might draw is a hazard, and that will go in their player's area and it will affect the current player. But whenever you're drawing a card, you always look to the colour in the top left corner, and that will correspond to an action taken by the monster. In this case, it's going to do 1 damage once we get to doing damage and stun the highest level champion. So goodbye, Mr. Master Vampire. This hazard is going to stay in play because, as you'll see later, there are ways to cooperate with each other, and this one, broken tables and chairs, prevents you from helping out the players adjacent to you. Now, adjacency is very important around the table. You are nearby to players you're next to, but the master, although no one's controlling it, counts as a person, as a thing in the way, so there'll be no one adjacent on this side to this player. Other sorts of cards that come out of this deck are actions, which will happen in this case. This will burn cards from the top of the deck, and you'll have to attack players adjacent to you for that. Or you might get mastery cards. Now, mastery cards build up down here. They still trigger off the color whatever they are, and we'll wait till we get to a certain level. There are, of course, minions that can come into play. Now, this minion will come out and specifically be attached to the ranger, and they will add their attack to any generated by the master once we move on to assigning that damage. And there are also elite minions. Now, they're slightly different. This one's assigned to the ranger, but this one's assigned to the master, and this minion is going to both guard it and also activate every time on the master's turn, attacking all the players in the game. Now, I said about these mastery cards, when you get a certain level of them, in this case it's 3, you're going to flip over the master, and the master's going to become more powerful. In this case, you can start drawing 2 cards every turn, and their actions have been slightly changed. When it comes to dealing damage, the first thing Master's going to do is take out any of your guards. Then they're going to check your health to see if they can defeat you. If they can't defeat you, they will then knock out your champions as long as they can stun that champion fully in one go. Once that's been done, the player then gets to take their turn as normal, and they'll get to spend money to acquire cards from the market as usual. When it comes to doing damage, you're going to have to clear any hazards that are in your way, and you're also going to have to deal with any minions which are active and in front of you before you can start doing anything else. But once that's done, you can assign damage to elite minions, to the master if it's not guarded, and also to minions in the areas of players which are nearby to you. And the same thing counts with healing. You can't split up the values on one card, but you can heal those players that are nearby to you as long as you're not blocked on anything. You're going to continue through, and either the players will be defeated or the master will be defeated. And how you defeat the master may well affect the branching campaign, and you'll move on and fight other masters that are attempting to do rituals, or possibly, depending on how the ritual goes, other things that might be just trying to eat all your cards, like Ingarash the Insatiable. As you go through also, this deck is stacked depending upon the number of players and also where you are in this short campaign. You might get the Runos Vampire coming out to you, or a Clinging Imp, or a Chanter, or Golems, or different types of cards. When you do complete a chapter in the campaign, you do get told what sort of rewards you can get, and they vary. There may be elixirs, which will give you one-offs for the next game and help you out when they come out. There are special cards that can go out to the market deck, which are particularly powerful. And there's also customization of your own character. You may get slightly better starting cards like crossbows and pets if you're the ranger. You can choose to get additional health rather than one of these. Or there are also abilities and skills, and they can come in like a tech tree, and you can develop your skills as you go along and make yourself more and more powerful, where you take on the more and more powerful masters, attempting to help your teammates win the campaign of the Rune of Thandar. This has been a Game Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out the Game Pit channel on YouTube. And for more in-depth coverage of gaming, please find the Game Pit podcast. Thank you.